All right, so this is my curriculum web that I created. We're sitting on my homepage, and on the homepage, I just decided to make a list of Spanish-speaking countries, put a tiny bit of information about Spanish, and then put the general goal of the curriculum web up here. From this page, there's the navigation structure, and I have my rollover images up here to go to the different student areas of this website. And then if you're a teacher, I have the teaching guide right here. And in the footnote on each of the pages, I also have the credits and my web page, which just links to my UWG homepage. You can scroll back, or if you want to go to the contact section, my contact information is down here, as well as it gives you the ability to return to the El Mundo Hispano homepage, or you can go back to the top of the page. Because there was so much information in the instructional plan, assessment, and credits, I put these as different pages. So if you click on the instructional plan, again, same type of navigation system. I put anchors up here to the different sections of the instructional plan. So you could do the culminating project, or you can go back to the top of the page. Of course, it has the same footnote. And then I have the links to the other. Of course, this is the instructional plan page that we're on, so I will click assessment page. Assessment page, same thing. I have the different assessments that I've put up on the web for teachers as far as ways to assess students throughout this curriculum web. You can hit those, and these are anchors that will take you different parts of this particular page, or take you back to the teaching guide. Okay, so if I take you to the contact section, again, you have my contact information to go to the top of the page, or you can go to the credits page. And here's the different information for my credits. I broke my credits page up into text citations and images that I used throughout the website, as well as said there's the teaching guide you can go back to, and then I could have clicked the navigational link, but I'm just going to scroll down and I'm going to go back to El Mundo Hispano homepage. Of course, it also opens up different tabs up here, so I could have just closed that for the teacher's guide and been back to where I started. So this is the different navigational structure for students to use. The first one is the Spain page. For each country page, I put in pictures as well as information that I wrote myself about the different countries or the different regions that have multiple Spanish-speaking countries. I put interactive quizzes, and you can find the answers, of course, in the information that's up here. And when you press on the interactive quizzes, the answer comes up. So I put this on every single student page so they're able to instructions, examples, a conclusion question that they need to answer when they finish the activity, as well as an assessment for that particular activity. So if you go to the Mexico page, you see the same thing. I would say the big difference between the rest of the pages and the Spain page is that I started adding the glossary, so that way students will see some Spanish and be able to click on it and understand what it means in English up here in the left-hand corner. Again, I have a picture, I have different links so that for the glossary, as well as I have a quiz about the information that's on this page and the learning activities. Now, for this particular one, I have the Global Grocery Project, and I decided actually to repeat a couple of activities between pages. So in the Spain page, they work on a section of the Global Grocery Project, and they convert money to the euro. And this is the Mexico page, as you can see. So they're converting money to the peso. And in addition to converting money, I also have this Hispanic versus Latino article and response. And so the students have to go, they have to read an article, they have to work in groups to try to make sense of this article. And then I created a Wiki Spaces page. We're here and able to post on the page. Okay, so moving back to the navigation, that was Mexico. Now we're going to go to America del Sur. Same thing, glossary, pictures, quiz about information contained on this page, as well as different activities. These activities, I try to find interactive activities. So one has to deal with geography, in which the students would go to different sites to play games. And I would instruct them as they were doing this to make sure that they knew how to use this properly.
Peru.
So they could go through, play a
Colombia.
game, find out different names of
Bolivia.
the countries in South America.
Argentina.
As well as quiz themselves with this particular one, which is the next step for them, in a timed quiz for figuring out the different countries in all of the Spanish-speaking world, with the exception of Spain. Like half the class has one web quest and half the class has the other. And what I did was I split the South American Spanish-speaking countries into two, the Países Andinos and then the Cono Sur countries. And the tasks are very similar, and the idea is very similar for students to explore how they would travel and what they would need and what they might see if they went to any of these countries in either of the two web quests. And my thought process behind this was that with the whole class, half the class doing one set of web quests, half the class doing the other, is that they would learn about all of the Spanish-speaking countries when they have the presentation portion of these particular activities. So then I can go to the Central America portion. Same thing, glossary, quiz, activities. This particular activity is repeated so that they can practice Spanish-speaking countries in Central America. And this activity, the rainforest, is done individually. So that way I can kind of vary the way that the students are learning between group and individual settings. And then my last page is El Caribe. I have some information about the capitals of the countries in the Caribbean that speak Spanish, as well as their different governments, and another quiz, and then another activity where they use the Wikispace site to, they watch a movie together, they read about the people depicted in the movie, then they use the Wikispace site to respond to what they saw and what they've read. So this is my curriculum web, and I look forward to